So it is not here mentioned that what is the ratio of dilution. Ratio of dilution means that with the water H2O and H2SO4. What is the ratio? But how much water you have taken and how much H2SO4 you have taken, it will not mention here. So we cannot determine that the concentration of the reactant and the product, that how much it is pure, or if it diluted, that how much extent it is going to be diluted. That has not been mentioned. Okay. Feasibility of a chemical reaction. Feasibility of the chemical reaction means that whether this reaction is going to take place or not. Simply I have written, but actually I don't know that this is going to take place or not. Simply I am going to take example. See here that Cu and plus here H2SO4. So one can simply say that this reaction can be written as CuSO4 and plus H2. So we have written like this one, but actually it does take place or does not take place, we don't know. But actually I tell you that this reaction is not feasible. The reason I will tell you later on. So we cannot say that whatever the reaction we have written, actually it will just take place or not. So we cannot determine the feasibility of a chemical reaction. Now the rate of chemical reaction. Rate I told you in the class 9th only. Whenever you see the rate, you just simply assume that we are just going to just discuss about the time. So here the rate of chemical reaction means that when zinc and sulfuric acid is going to react together, then zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas is going to be obtained. But by this equation, we cannot determine that how much time it will take to form zinc sulfate hydrogen. Either it will take 1 minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, 1 day, 5 days, cannot be determined. So it has not been anywhere it is written that how much duration it will take to form zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas when zinc and sulfuric acid going to react. So the rate of chemical reaction cannot be determined. Okay. Balanced chemical equation and its need. Now the next topic is the balanced chemical equation and its need. Now try to understand what the balanced chemical equation and what is needed. If the number of atoms of each element is equal on both the side of the equation, i.e. reactant and the product, it is called the balanced chemical equation. It simply means whatever the number of the atoms of all the elements that are in the reactant side, is it equal to the product side or not? So suppose here zinc is 1, here is also zinc is 1. So we can say zinc is both side 1, 1. Here hydrogen is 2, hydrogen is 2. Yes, we can say both the side hydrogen is 2. Here sulfur is 1, here sulfur is 1. We can say sulfur is both side equal. Here oxygen is 4, oxygen is 4. So we can say all the different atoms of different element on the reactant side is equal to the product side. So when you are able to see such condition, you can say that the chemical equation is balanced. And if it is not equal, you cannot say that. You can say that it is unbalanced. Now the question is that why it is needed. So in the class 9th, I have told you that due to the law of conservation of mass can neither be created nor be destroyed during a chemical reaction. Means the total mass of the reactant is equal to the total mass of the product. है ना? तो किसी भी केमिकल रिएक्शन के समय ना हम किसी भी मास को क्रिएट कर सकते हैं ना डिस्ट्रॉय कर सकते हैं. तो इसीलिए रिएक्टेंट का मास और प्रोडक्ट का मास इक्वल होना चाहिए. तो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट टू बैलेंस द केमिकल इक्वेशन सो दैट इक्वलिटी शुड बी मेंटेन. Now, how the balancing is going to be done, that I am going to discuss. See here, balancing a chemical equation. Now, it is very important to first of just see that whether it is balanced or not. Here, see, Fe means the iron. Here 1 and here Fe3 written. So you can easily just say it is not balanced. So how to balance that I am going to discuss. So the very easy way of balancing the chemical equation is that just put one line, one side reactant you write, one side product write. What are the reactants are there? Here iron, Fe. How many atoms? Only 1. Hydrogen here 2. I have written 2. Oxygen here 1. Fe here 3. Oxygen here 4. And hydrogen here 2. Now you can see this side iron 1, this side 3. Hydrogen 2, 2. Oxygen 1 and here 4. So you can see that only the hydrogen is balanced but other atoms are not balanced. So how to balance this, that I am going to discuss right now. Okay. Now the very important thing is that during the balancing of the chemical equation that you can only change the number of the molecules of a particular substance. Means suppose just now I explain you that suppose ZnSO4. So if you wanted to make any change in this compound, so you can only increase or decrease the number of molecules. You can write here 1, 2, 3, 4 or whatever you wanted to write, you can write. But you cannot change the formula of the given compound. given compound. तो it simply means that you can only change the prefix but you cannot change its suffix. मतलब फॉर्मूला के अंदर में जो भी चीजें लिखी हुई हैं उसमें आप कुछ भी चेंज नहीं कर सकते हो. फॉर्मूला के पहले की सारी चीजों को आप चेंज कर सकते हो. उसके पहले जो भी नंबर लिखा है 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 जो भी आप चेंज कर सकते हो. नाउ वन मोर थिंग, ड्यूरिंग द बैलेंसिंग यू कैन नॉट राइट द फ्रैक्शन बिफोर द फॉर्मूला. फॉर्मूला से जस्ट पहले आप फ्रैक्शन नंबर नहीं लिख सकते हो. जैसे आप यहाँ पे ZnSO4 है तो आप इसको कभी भी 2/3 ZnSO4 कभी नहीं लिख सकते हो, क्योंकि कोई भी जो मॉलिक्यूल्स है वो हमेशा एक आप कह सकते हो कि होल नंबर के फॉर्म में होता है, वो कभी फ्रैक्शन नहीं हो सकता. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं बोलूंगा जैसे यहाँ पे कितने सारे स्टूडेंट हैं तो मैं बोलूंगा यहाँ पे 5 स्टूडेंट है, मैं कभी भी नहीं बोल सकता हूँ कि 5/3 स्टूडेंट्स है, तो स्टूडेंट्स का भी फ्रैक्शन भी नहीं हो सकते. तो वैसे मॉलिक्यूल्स जो है वो कभी फ्रैक्शन में नहीं होंगे, जब भी होंगे वो होल नंबर के फॉर्म में होंगे. ओके. Now, so I told you that if you wanted to do any change in that, you can only change the number of the molecules, but you cannot do any rectification in the formula of the given compound. Now, this you should keep in the mind. Now, the next important point is that while balancing, you should try to balance the substance which is alone. जो अकेले है, जो सिंगल है. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आप यहां पे आयरन और हाइड्रोजन ये दोनों एलोन है, तो इसको सबसे आखिरी में बैलेंस करना चाहिए, क्योंकि उनको आखिरी में बैलेंस करना बहुत इजी होता है. हाउ? ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. सी है. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई एम गोइंग टू सी विद द आयरन, हियर 3 इज देयर एंड हियर 1 इज देयर. तो इफ आई वांटेड टू बैलेंस द आयरन आई कैनॉट राइट